Okay, so today I'm going to talk about the formation of urine in the renal system, building on the previous anatomy of the kidney. Okay, so you have the artery comes in, the renal artery, it's coming in at high pressure from that aorta, and that high pressure, the artery comes in into this capillary bed and then goes out, and the capillary bed is called the glomerulus, and so the water, or the blood comes in at high pressure, and it's very porous inside the glomerulus, so a lot of stuff is squeezed out besides cells and proteins. So like bigger things are kept in, but smaller things like glucose, amino acids, and electrolytes are squeezed out, and they're squeezed out into this cavity, which then is collected in this capsule, Bowman's capsule. The stuff that's squeezed out is called filtrate, and the filtrate moves down this proximal convoluted tubule. And so basically the way the filtration works is, instead of picking off the stuff, the bad stuff out of the blood cell, we're just going to take everything out, and then we put back in what we want to keep. So we've squeezed a lot of the small stuff out, and it's moving along the convoluted tubule to reabsorb stuff such as glucose that we want to keep, so glucose and electrolytes and amino acids that we want to keep that stuff in our bloodstream because we're going to use it for cells. And so then after this proximal convoluted tubule, it moves down to this loop of Henle, and so this loop goes down in the renal medulla, this part up here, the pyramids, and so this part is very salty to bring out water, so you have in this part of the loop, the ions and electrolytes are drawn out, making the medulla hypertonic, so the water comes out of the loop of Henle too, so we get a lot of water reabsorption, so that way we don't have to drink as much water throughout the day. Then the tube comes back up. This is called the distal convoluted tubule, and once again, just more time to reabsorb this stuff before it's turned into urine, and we get it out, because if we don't keep it in, then it's going out. And then back down into this collecting duct, and the collecting duct goes to the calyxes, and then into the renal pelvis, and the ureters, to the bladder, to the ureter, to the urethra, and then out. So basically this is the only time to reabsorb stuff that we want to. So some problems that can go on with it would be pyelitis, so an infection of the renal pelvis or calyxes, and then pyelonephritis would be like an infection of the kidney. And what would happen if why is a kidney failure deadly? So if it's erring on the side of not filtering stuff, then you're going to die because you're going to poison yourself. But if you're erring on the side of too much filtration, then you're going to let too much stuff out. If you keep too much stuff in, you'll poison yourself. If you let too much stuff out, you're going to die to things like dehydration if you don't replace those fluids, which makes it very difficult to stay alive. Hope that was helpful.